Well, it is time. The guys are here, the crane is here, everything has been disconnected, so now it's time to get the mast down. Okay, so it's new week. Sorry for the last video last week, it was really short, but I'm still struggling with the bronchitis. Last week I was sure to be dying. If you see like what my my office looks like right now, there's like antibiotics everywhere, vaporizing machine on the other one. It was really heavy, and it doesn't help that it have not stopped raining for the past 42 days. It's amazing. I have never seen anything like this. It's have been raining for 42 days straight. One 20 hours, not 20 hours, 4 hour break, which is when I installed the roll bar and got sick, and another like an hour and a half break when I tried to fix the windlass. Other than that, have been raining constantly. Even now it's still raining, and so I haven't been able to do any jobs outside of the boat, and because and that's actually blocking me. I don't even know if we're gonna be able to dismast this week, because of course they need the wind to calm down and at least to stop purring. Like if it goes down to a small amount of rain, that's okay, but it's heavily raining, so I don't know if we are going to dismast this week. In the meantime, there's a couple of things I need to do, which is disconnect all the electronics from the mast itself, so they can pull it up, and I also need to what was it? I also need to, I'm trying to read through the whole instructions for the SSB radio, and because everything is connected, everything is already in place, the one thing that I still need to do is to put the antenna element. A couple of solutions that I saw, but if any of you guys have any information about this, again, as always, really appreciate it. Apparently you can do an antenna with a cable called GTO 15, and there's a formula depending of the wave length that you want to not the wavelength, sorry, depending of the megahertz of the transmissions you want to do, so the channels you want to talk through, there is a length of the antenna that you need that will match and equalize with the wavelength. So it's like amazingly complicated, but after reading through every single forum that I found and reading every single word on the instruction manuals, and I also called my brother, of course. Apparently the length of the cable will be 50 meters. 50 meters should be enough. It should be exactly what I need to connect, to effectively talk with 1.7 megahertz all the way up to 22 megahertz, which means all the frequencies, marine frequencies that I need. And the tuner should do the rest, should electrically reduce the length of the cable when it's needed and expand the cable when it's needed, depending on what transmissions I want to do. So if my understanding is correct, 50 meters is what I need, but I'm not sure. So again, if any of you guys have any information or any knowledge, that would be great to pass on, or even forums. If you have links to forums I can follow, absolutely, thank you very much. So now yeah, let's do this part. I need to get this ceiling here out, and I believe the cables from the mast because the mast foot should be in here. So if I remove this, I should be able to see the cables, disconnect them. I think I need to cut them and then recreate connections. Ow. Well, let's do this together because I don't really know what I'm doing here. So effectively, the connections are here. You can see them. This is the true hole that goes outside. By the way, this boat doesn't even have a real cable pass. Nothing. It's like just silicone and black tape. So I bought a really nice, I don't know the name in English. I call them, you know, hole passing or cable passings or whatever. But I bought one. Don't really know what it is. Here it is, I think. Yeah, here it is. So I bought one. This is the inside of what it's going to be. All the repairs and tools and everything. I will leave this room as that. But for now, it really looks like a big mechanic office, and it's like everything that I still need to install is there. But let me put you guys here for the moment. I bought this one that is really nice. I know normally they have like a pipe, like, you know, the shape like this, shaped like this, that works really well. But I bought this one. I want it to be as flat as possible, and I think it's really good. It's inox, so it should work perfectly. I think it's still gonna put, you know, some Sika flex around, attach it, and cables go. And you can decide, you know, to have the cables from one side or the other side if you need to, whatever. So that's good. And yeah, that will be my thing. So anyhow, here's my issue. Those are the cables that go there. Any of you guys have any idea on how to recognize them? Who is who? It's like, which one are the lights and which one is the light, which one is the radio, the radio, and which one the VHF antenna, and which one is the wind sensor. I have no idea how to recognize them. I think this, the one that is by itself, this feels like it could be the antenna one, the VHF antenna, but I really have no idea. So if any of you guys can tell me, have an idea on how to recognize these guys, that will be great. Yeah, so that's nearly done. A good thing is that I see here a big ass, I think that's the grounding, the grounding of the mast, which is cool. So yeah, let's go to the next task. The next task will make you guys understand the kind of mess and incompetence of the person managing this boat before me. It wasn't the owner, but because he told me, like, I don't know anything about boats, but I have a person who maintains it to me. So I put some water on because the one head it's working, I know that. The other one didn't work, and the cable were disconnected. The first one is manual, this one is electrical. So I put some water in the bowl and try it, and this is what happens. Let me show you. It's not gonna, you know, go around, but just see. So the first thing I noticed is that water is not going anywhere. So the question was like, why? Then I look underneath where the engine is, and Essentially, the guy, whoever this guy is, put this tube where this tube should go in here, and this one is going there. So essentially, the VC now is just moving things around and not out, which is of course not good. So yeah, I'm going to drain the water with the water vacuum and just invert those two cables, and that should be enough, and we will try then. Okay, so everything looks secure enough. Let me get some water so we can test it. Oh my god, I'm still not completely 100% with the whole bronchitis and everything. And man, it's still raining, and I saw the predictions on Predict Winds. It's gonna rain like until next Wednesday. It's like, as far, let's put it like this, let's put it this way, as far as the predictions for raining are displayed on Predict Winds, it will be raining. And keep in mind that it has been raining for the past 42 days. So yeah, let's see. Anyhow, if we fix this one, put some water here. Some water in there, and it should empty. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, working perfectly. So another task done. I don't know. The problem is that I don't know if I have anything else to do inside. Ah, well, yeah, I just thought about one. Quick question. I have all the videos I'm doing, all this content I'm creating it with GoPros. I have a 9 or 8, no 9, and I have a 10, which is the one that I'm using right now. And I figured that a lot of what I do I have a Insta 361 X2, which is fairly old, like all the GoPros and everything else, but I don't really care if they're old or not. But this is 360 degrees, which means that I could just, you know, leave it one place, do everything that I need to do, and then just select the part of the angle, the view angle, which have the happening. So do you guys have ever, any of you guys, any content creator, can give me any specifics about which one is the best quality for when I'm doing this kind of videos? Or should I stick to GoPros or go on Insta360? With that being said, the next task we have is, let me show you. Oh my god, I need to get a lot of things out of the way in order to show you. Okay, so the stove here is right under here, right? The blonde cleaned it looks new, but it's actually the original one. The problem is here. If we remove this, okay, like that, and let's just leave it here for the moment. This is completely rusted, and the how can I say, the bolt that kept this from flying around in this one is still there, but in this one it broke because it was completely rust shut. So I need to find a way. I don't know how to. I already bought the replacements, but I don't know how to dismantle this top in order to access the burners and exchange that ones with the new ones that I bought. So any ideas? Well, you will not be here to help me with this one because I have to do this now. So let's figure it out together, okay? So my guess is I can remove these four. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think those ones. I don't have the right screwdriver for it, but it looks like it's working. And I think if I remove those four, the whole top is gonna come apart. Let me show you guys why it is so important to try everything and to change everything that even if it appears clean, you need to change it. The burners, I told you, the bolt on the top trying to unhere, which keep this plate from flying around. When I tried to unscrew it, it broke. So let me show you this. On the back of these burners, on the installation part of it, you have this. This is to keep it in place, and they are bolted to there too, and with no pressure whatsoever, just trying to unbolt them, they broke. All of this is so fragile and it will break at some point. Quick comparison. Where is it? This is the old one. This is how it looks. And this is the new one. This is what you need. Okay guys, let's see if this works. New ones, definitely pain in the eyes to do. Really difficult as a work, but not difficult, but a pain, you know, when things don't go in the set place, and then the Germans that designed it didn't thought about what happens when people needed to change it and stuff like that. But let's see if it works. Okay, there's definitely fire. It's holding it, which is good. See the other one? I don't know which one is it. Yeah. Let me see if it's hold it or not. It's not holding it. Wait, I'll show you. It's not holding it. I don't know why. Wait a little bit more. It's not holding it. Huh. One is holding, minimum, maximum. So it's actually, it's a really low flame. It's a really low flame on one. On the other one, the flame is good, but it's not holding it. So I think the pressure sensor that keeps, that tells the, yeah, you know what I mean. I think that's broken. Oh my god. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so we need to use the 1 day of sun. It will be 1 day. That's all. We have 1 day of sun, it will be until I think today about 4 p.m. it will start raining again. So I already took down the boma, which is here, put it there, and now I already did the connections under the mast. I couldn't wait for you guys because I have to use this day to do it, but I identified the cables at the end, which is good. And now I need to go to the offices of the shipyard in order to get the oh my god, the crew, the crane, get the crane to put down the mast. Maybe we will do it today. Another thing is that I was seeing a video on YouTube from the guy. He's called Sailing Zingaro, and the guy rescued a Bavaria 44 cruiser version, my version, that was dismasted in the middle of the Pacific, I think it is, and he responded to a mayday, and the crew was okay, but the boat dismasted. And that guy did an amazing job trying to understand what happened. He has a second video with an expert, I think it's a guy from Selden itself, that explained it, that this boat, the Bavaria 44 cruising, is for cruising. They do a Bavaria 44 Ocean Edition, which essentially have everything is exactly the same. If different the way you drive, is instead of driving at the very aft of the boat, you drive on the center. You have a center cockpit, but that's different. Everything else is exactly the same, but the elements of the boat are reinforced. And one of the things that are reinforced is how's that called? Where the stay, the arrival of the stay, and where it actually connects with the plate on the boat is exactly as you look at it. It looks exactly the same in terms of shape, but they are more meaty, more you know, there's more material, there's more. You can see that they are built heavier. So I was talking with my rigger, and we will chase those down, and we will use those instead of the cruising ones, which will help me in the future. Again, it's a pain in the ass that I need to do this. I was hoping to have at least a couple of years still, but on the other hand, better to do it now, and better to do it right, better to do it with these guys that I know and I trust, and they have it done. So yeah, that's the last time you will see it masted, for at least for the next 3 weeks. And yeah, and this is my Genoa. I need to I need to dry it a little bit, and then we will roll it over, put it out, because of course for dismantling. So see you in a bit, man, guys. Well, it is time. The guys are here, the crane is here, everything has been disconnected, so now it's time to get the mast down. The mast is off. The problem now is that the position where my boat is not the best position in the shipyard to dismast, because there's no space on the sides for the crane to maneuver. So now we don't know where to put the mast. which is now just really nice. Today is Wednesday, yeah, and the day after taking off the mast, and of course it's still raining, but at the moment it stopped, so I can show you guys the router. I finished the work yesterday night and brought it from the warehouse to the boat, and I think the final result is pretty good. Here it is. So I just cleaned the here, but there's nothing to do with this. This is just, but I fill it up. How's the name? I think it's called something like clepsydra corrosion or something like that. Fill it up with welding and sand it down to the right size. And I also redid all of the entire plaster part. So this is now all fiberglass. I also use not only this way, but I also use fiberglass this way. So now this is at least 10 years at least, or so I hope. I'm waiting for the guys of Nautica Techno team to come by and help me put it in, because it's really heavy, so there's no way I can do this by myself. I know that there's a way using a screw that you can screw in here, and then you put a ring on it, a rope, and bring it on that way, but it's too much work for one person. Really heavy. So I'm gonna wait for them to come, and this in the meantime, let me show you the mast that is now on the ground. The good thing is that there's no visible damage to it, so either that, okay, the whole stays are to be redone, but there's no damage, so that's good. So here it is, the mast. There's a couple of fixes that I will do now that there is here, and I need to substitute the Genoa hauler, because it is a really old technology. It's actually, I can show you guys here, wait, here, it's half synthetic and half metal. You see, this is the hauler, and it's half synthetic, half metal, and I really don't like that, so I will be doing a Dyneema for that. And the other thing is that I called the guys, I reached out on email to Selden, because in order to put the stay sail, I need to know where, here somewhere between, because this is the head sail, this is the spinnaker, this is the head sail hauler, and here somewhere there's a specific point in here where I can add a third hauler for the stay sail. So I reach out to them asking how to do that, where exactly to put it, and also I have to change the lights. Like the head sail light is completely gone, like there's no there anymore, so I need to change that. And also I will be changing bulbs inside these ones to make it LED, and probably also fixing this in a more Christian way. So I will be opening these ones today, changing this with this is plastic. Oh my god, this is plastic. This is like a job really done, shitly done. Look at that. Oh my. So at the end of the day, it was a good thing to bring down the mast, so because it gives me the possibility to actually inspect it really well and see everything that I need to do. I have a riveting machine here, so I will be riveting that light again and fixing that. Never a dull moment in boat refitting. But yeah, let's wait for, let's see what happened with the guys when the ship happened. Let's wait for the guys of Nautica Techno team, and we can put in the router. Okay, so router is on, and the good thing is I tried and it goes through here, and it actually touches the hole at that point. So the hole, so yeah, I don't need to move the grounding plate, which is good. So hey, it's up, it's well connected.